Hello and a big welcome to the Big Assembly 2024, brought to you by Workplace. We're back for our 8th year and we remain the place to discover everything there is to know about apprenticeships and the vital role apprentices play in companies across the UK. I'm Taff Machenja and I'm thrilled to be your host for what is without a doubt the biggest Big Assembly ever. With over 160 people registered, I just want to start by saying a big hello to the thousands of schools, colleges and employers tuning in. This event is for you. This year, we're really excited for the Big Assembly to be hosted by JCB at their world headquarters here in the heart of the Midlands. Don't forget, we want to hear from you. Please get in touch anytime through our social media accounts using #BigAssembly or email your questions to us at info@bigassembly.org. We'll be putting your questions to our team who are working away behind the scenes. I mean, right, let's get kicking. So without further ado, please let me introduce our fabulous Big Assembly panel. First up, we have Thomas Haynes, who is a Level 3 Procurement Apprentice at IAE. Thomas, can you tell me what made you choose your apprenticeship route?
The opportunities that are available. I went to sixth form first, but thought apprenticeship was the next level for me. To get that hands-on experience, but to also be supported by all the professionals that are already in the working life. I thought it was just the next step that I couldn't refuse to take.
It's a really good step in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Secondly, we're joined by Ikra Jafari. After completing her Level 3 paralegal apprenticeship, Ikra is now working towards a Level 7 solicitor's apprenticeship at Broxtowe Borough Council. So Ikra, what inspired you to choose your apprenticeship, and did you face any barriers from peers and family?
Yeah, so similar to Thomas, I went to sixth form and after that I embarked on a Level 3 paralegal apprenticeship, which I thoroughly enjoyed with my workplace at Broxtowe. And they also encouraged me to take a further apprenticeship at Level 7. I think very early on I learned how much I enjoyed the combination of practical and theory-based. So everything that I learned I was applying. So I thought it was fantastic. I think when I first raised the idea with my parents, they were a bit sceptical. For them, obviously, university is the way. They didn't think I'd be able to create a career through apprenticeships, so for them it was hard conversation, but finally they've seen how far I've come and they couldn't be happier for me.
I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it? We're also joined by Kasim. Unfortunately, one of our previous hosts or panelists wasn't able to make it, so Kasim has brilliantly stepped in, who was a former Level 3 digital marketing apprentice. Kasim, how did you use your apprenticeship to progress your own career?
Yeah, so my apprenticeship was so valuable to me. It allowed me to fast track in my career. Similar to these guys, I did go to sixth form. After sixth form, I had undertaken an apprenticeship, Level 3 digital marketing, and it's brought me to now kind of heading up the marketing team at Workplace. Became a manager at 22, which is a really good achievement for me, and I'm really happy about it.
Brilliant. I mean, honestly, you've accelerated and accelerated by the sounds of it. And to round off our amazing panelists, we have Max Jeffrey, the Global HR Director of JCB and the Governor of JCB Academy. Some cracking titles. Max, how important is it for global organisations such as JCB to invest in apprenticeships? And equally, are they valued?
It's absolutely fundamental.
Yeah.
People make an organisation, and apprenticeships are a fantastic route to join an organisation.
Brilliant, thank you. And one last question, I might pick one each of you to it. If one of you could sum up one thing about those who are considering apprenticeships, what would you say to them? We'll start with Kasim, because you've got the most experience.
Yes, I would say do plenty of research. You won't regret going down the apprenticeship route. It's such a valuable route. But yeah, plenty of research into what you enjoy, do plenty of work experience, and yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. I'll sum it, run it off there. But fantastic, what incredible insight, and thank you guys for being here with us. Now let's hear from our partners at Compass Group with a sneak peek into their apprenticeship program, showcasing how apprenticeships can turbocharge your career.
Originally, I'm a registered nutritionist, did a degree in nutrition, was really interested in how food impacts people, and that's where I first came to Compass Group, making sure our workplace offerings are balanced and we are promoting health and well-being in the businesses that we serve.
I'm currently an apprentice chef's party here and work as part of our 14-strong team here at Haileybury School. When I realised I wanted to be a chef, I wanted to get a qualification and, you know, have something to show for my time in the kitchen. My job here at Compass was a great way to do that, and they were more than happy to, you know, help me build my skills and put me on the course that I'm on now, which has been wicked. I was absolutely chuffed to win Compass Apprentice Chef of the Year. The whole competition was super intense but super fun at the same time, and the standard was really high, so to be able to say that I won and be really proud of myself and proud of the dishes I put up, I was, beyond chuffed.
As a general manager here in the hospital, I look after everything food. When I got highly commended in the Multicultural Apprenticeship Award, it actually is such an honor for me. And it gave me a sense of affirmation that what I'm doing is being seen. I'm actually the lead ambassador for Pride in Food in my healthcare sector that I work with the diversity and inclusion team for Compass. What I'm doing right now is building a community within the workplace, not just a team. So I use my own personal experience to actually invigorate and liberate and also make everyone feel inclusive within the workplace.
We have a net zero goal by 2030, and I really wanted to get involved in that, and there's significant overlap between nutrition and sustainability. And that's when I was approached to go on the apprenticeship. It's a level 7 sustainability business specialist apprenticeship. I'll receive a master's degree in sustainability.
For anyone who's thinking about a career in hospitality, for me, I absolutely love the fast-paced nature of it. I love that you're doing something different every day, and it can be really, really rewarding. If you're looking to learn and continue building and growing your skills, an apprenticeship is the perfect way to do that, and it absolutely has been for me. And so I can't recommend it enough.
I thought apprenticeship is someone when after your A-levels, you just go in and join your apprenticeship. But actually it's not. It's someone to actually willing to learn more and develop and progress their career. If you love to be creative, if you love to be having that one-to-one interaction with people, this is a job that actually you can be in.
My short-term goals are just to finish my apprenticeship, do really, really well. I'd really like to travel. I obviously have a degree in English literature, and I love chefing and everything food, so the dream is really to combine those three things. Throughout my apprenticeship, I've been really, really fortunate enough for Compass to offer me some wicked opportunities across the whole business, so I wouldn't have had if it wasn't, for Compass and their links within the business.
I think apprenticeships are really important, and I'm really grateful that Compass have supported me on my apprenticeship journey, particularly as an individual. I think it's really good to give you that platform to take the next step in your career, or even start a career in a different direction.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, one question we hear often is, which route is better, university or apprenticeships? This is the perception that apprenticeships are paid less than if you go to university. Now, Max, is this really the case?
No.
Do you want to elaborate on that? A firm no.
Easy as that, firm no.
Brilliant.
Just different routes to exactly the same destination.
I love that. Really simple, straightforward, no. Kasim, how did you use your apprenticeships to develop your skills?
Yeah, so my apprenticeship gave me lots of transferable skills. I developed them very early on at the age of 18. It put me in a place where I was way ahead of my peers. I've now got over 6 years of experience. So yeah, it helped me develop things like, communication with teams, team building, kind of organising, just being, organised with everything I do, attendance, everything like that.
You're now a manager as well, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So yeah, building so many skills. And on that point, Max, with these transferable skills, how does this benefit an employer?
It's right at the heart of an apprenticeship. You're doing things right from the start. And so as a result, even right from the start of your apprenticeship, you're starting to contribute to the business. So the business wins right from the start. Right
from the beginning all the way to the end.
Yes.
Kasim, what's one piece of advice, I think, that you'd consider giving to someone who's maybe considering maybe an apprenticeship or university?
I mean, it used to be in the past that there was only certain sectors you could go down the apprenticeship route, but actually no, there's so many different apprenticeships available and so many different career pathways now. So have a look on the government website. There's so many different opportunities there. Research the apprenticeship, research the sector, get some work experience if you can, and yeah.
And if there's a key catchphrase, I want you to give like a call to action. Join up now, do this. What would you say to them, to those here in the room?
Yeah, definitely join, research. You won't regret it. You learn while you learn. You'll be ahead of your peers. And yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to go down.
Brilliant, thanks. And finally, Max, I'd love to hear more about apprenticeships in your organisation? We know obviously that you have a high level of apprenticeships, but what about those who are just starting out?
So apprenticeships feed our business from top to bottom. So whether you're going in a level 3 or even a level 2, but right the way through to level 6 and level 7, it is the lifeblood of what we do. The majority of the people we recruit from school or from early on in their careers are via an apprenticeship route. It's fundamental to us.
That's brilliant. And actually, I learned a fun fact actually from one of your employees that your CFO, CEO, and CRMO are all part of, or were apprentices. Even the
Absolutely. Apprenticeships are just the first step. They're a great way into work, but absolutely treat them as the first step. A few of us have all benefited from all that sort of experience.
That's brilliant. You've heard that first. I mean, if you start an apprenticeship, you can go all the way up. Yeah. But we know that, obviously, university is not the only option to get into your chosen career. There obviously are alternative pathways for you all. Leading service company Accenture prepared this video for us on what it's like to be an apprentice with them and the countless opportunities it can unlock.
Hi, my name is Magaya and I've recently graduated from the Accenture Tech Apprenticeship Scheme.
Hi, I'm Naveen. I'm a management consulting apprentice at Accenture.
Hi, I'm Harriet and I've recently completed the Master's Technology Apprenticeship in Accenture.
I initially found out about Accenture and their apprenticeship scheme through a week's work experience that my sixth form did through them. It was also highly endorsed by a couple of family friends that currently work there as well. Apprenticeships are a better choice than university, as you get a degree in digital and technology solutions without student loan, and also you have the opportunity to work on real-world projects. As part of the apprenticeship scheme, I've had the opportunity to work with large government clients on a data migration. As part of this, I've gained exposure to different types of technology and various types of working, and I've also been able to build a strong corporate network around me. When I first started in my role, I was stripped in the deep end. However, with the support network around me, I was able to get more comfortable in my role, which eventually led to the career progression when I finished the apprenticeship of getting promoted and also being a lot more comfortable in the role that I have now.
My parents were very supportive of me joining Accenture's apprenticeship. However, my teachers advised me to go to university, but I felt it was important for me to stay true to myself and do what I wanted. And I'm glad I chose my apprenticeship. I'm able to gain a Bachelor's of Science degree as well as other qualifications, work full-time and get paid a salary and not have any student debt. The positives I've experienced on being on an apprenticeship is being able to network and meet different people from all over the world. I find that in my group I'm able to go to these events with my friends and it makes it a less daunting experience. Accenture has many different communities. For example, I'm part of the Analyst Black community, and I find that it provides a sense of belonging, a safe space for me, as well as allowing me to be my true, authentic self.
Welcome back. What a really insightful video, and there's so much to unpack from that. Obviously, Thomas, you're currently doing your level 3 apprenticeship. What opportunities are there for you to progress in your business?
First answer is endless. Currently I'm on a level 3, but there is opportunities after the level 3 to progress onto a level 4 or even go onto a full-time contract.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is a real benefit, because some people might see it as you just stop at that level and that's it, you're off into the workplace. But it's,
and is that something that you're looking to do off the back of what you're doing currently and still at IAE?
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully I'll progress onto a level 4, all being well. But yeah, I just think it's a great benefit. You aren't stuck at one level, you can progress up to your standard you want to.
Yeah, and I mean, you might even become the CEO of IAE.
You never know.
Ikra, we know that obviously you've progressed from a level 3 to a level 7. Can you tell us a key highlight from your journey?
Yeah, so I think from having the foundation and learning as much as I did from a level 3, it really set me up fantastically to do a level 7 and to hopefully qualify as a solicitor through one. I think for me, one of the key highlights is actually advocating my own cases in court in front of magistrates and county court. So for me, that's one of my key highlights always.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Tom, same question for you.
What was that, sorry?
What was the key highlight?
Of my
your journey?
apprenticeship?
Yeah.
I'd say the support that I've been given. Coming into it, I was a little bit apprehensive whether the support was going to be given, but I've thoroughly enjoyed everything of it, and the support that I've been given is endless, and I can't fault IE for that. So yeah.
And just to build on from that, with your current role and expanding on that, are there other things about it that you love and that you enjoy? Like, what are some of the favourite things that you get from that?
In my certain role, the unknown, some people might not enjoy it, but I thoroughly enjoy coming into work and not knowing what's going to be put in front of me. But I know whatever is put in front of me, I will be supported from members of staff at the same level, or even the directors and the managers in the company who are very supportive.
That's brilliant. I mean, a lot of people, like you say, would probably be afraid of the unknown, but yeah, it's something I guess you can look forward to.
Yeah.
But obviously at the Big Assembly, we want to get rid of every single myth about apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are the best route for almost any career you want to pick, whether it's in construction, finance, or even a career in the science. Let's hear from ATAC about how an apprenticeship can help launch your career in sciences protecting the world through vaccines.
What first inspired me to work in life sciences is when I was studying biology in GCSE. I got really inspired that I could make a positive impact in the future.
I chose an apprenticeship over going to university because I think that there's a lot more options with an apprenticeship. The way that you learn at uni is through exams and lectures, whereas you learn a lot more industry-based techniques during your apprenticeship. There's no student debt associated with an apprenticeship. I also get paid for what I do, so I'm coming out of this with a lot more experience and in a much better financial position than people may be if they come out of uni.
My work week tends to be very busy. I work a lot during analytical testing. We also maintain our labs every week. And the most interesting thing I have worked on is my lab ownership with a tissue culture lab, and it just gives me a lot of responsibility as an apprentice. The industry that I work in is quite male-dominated, however, ATAC has a very diverse community.
I think some people might choose the university route over the apprenticeship route because of the social aspect, but I think the social aspect's just as good in the apprenticeship as it is at university. You meet people, you get to share your experiences, and also have social nights out and things like that with people you meet.
The qualifications that you would need to apply in order to be an ATAC apprentice would normally be in biology at A level, but we have qualifications at every level from level 3 to level 7, so depending on what qualifications you've got, we can probably find something for you.
If someone was considering an apprenticeship, I'd say to them to go for it. It's really an interesting way to go through your career, and there's lots of ways that you can enter the apprenticeship route through the government website, through organisations like ATAC. When you're applying for an apprenticeship, they're not looking for the person with the most knowledge. They're looking for someone who's really passionate about what they want to do and who will progress through the company and be willing to learn. Every day in life science, you're helping to improve someone's life, all working to a goal to improve the livelihoods of people with a variety of illnesses.
This apprenticeship has really helped me to kickstart my career in an area I'm really passionate about, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future.
So far I've done 2 apprenticeships. I couldn't recommend them more. It's given me a lot of prospects for the future, and I've really enjoyed all the time I've done them.
Absolutely brilliant. Right, I can see our audience are itching to ask some questions. So who wants to go first? Don't forget to tell us your name. Who are we going to? I see the roving mic.
Matt Goodwin, Blythebridge. Max, from a leadership perspective, how do apprenticeships align with JCB's vision for the future workforce? Do you support all levels of apprenticeships, and are they seen as a viable option for employers?
Yeah, I go with the last bit of the question. They are fundamental to JCB. It's growth now and into the future. The young people that we're recruiting onto our apprenticeships are quickly getting into leadership roles. So as much as it's about those of us that are already there, there's no question we're looking for those people who are really going to want to change the world and want to come into JCB. It's a fundamental part of our business. I can't stress it enough.
Brilliant. Have we got any more questions?
What advice would you give to parents about apprenticeships and disbeing some to the myths?
Dispel myths, who is that for? Shall we open up to you guys? Who wants to answer that one? Dispelling the myths about apprenticeships. Ikra?
Sorry, could you just repeat the question, please?
So what was it? Dispelling the myths about apprenticeships? Yeah. So what would you say about dispelling the myths about apprenticeships?
So I think there's been, especially when I was looking for an apprenticeship, there were so many myths about what you can get an apprenticeship in. I didn't think I could qualify through a solicitor through one, for example, especially with a local authority. So there is apprenticeships in every industry, in pretty much every career. So definitely don't be put off thinking that you have to go to university to get a certain qualification. You know, the apprenticeship, it is definitely opening doors and breaking ceilings.
Brilliant. Absolutely summarised it. Have we got time for another question? Any more questions?
Kasim, what has been your greatest achievement?
I think my greatest achievement is probably becoming a manager at 22. Yeah, way ahead of my peers. You know, was probably just come out of uni at that time. So yeah, and that wouldn't have been possible without my apprenticeship.
Brilliant. You've also won a couple of awards. You've been very modest. You've been very modest. I think you're a shining light about apprenticeships and what you can achieve with your own, showing like your progression. It shows exactly the work that you put in, you get out. Have we got time for one more question? Brilliant.
Thomas, how did you find out about your apprenticeship?
General research. The opportunities are endless. So similar to the other guys have said, I wouldn't rush into anything. I'd look into every option you can. As they've all said, again, there's opportunities for everyone, both people who want to get hands-on or people who want to do something more office-based, which is where I was after leaving sixth form. I didn't know whether I wanted to go hands-on. I didn't know whether I wanted to go business. But like I say, all the opportunities there are endless, and I can't fault what's out there.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys, and thank you for your questions. Our next video is a very inspiring one. National Apprenticeship Award winner Meg Ginsberg shares what a day in the life is like for an apprentice at South West Waters.
Hi, my name's Meg Ginsberg and I'm an apprentice project manager at South West Water. Here's a day in my life. So I start my day off with a cup of tea before heading into Exeter College Future Skills Centre for a class going over prep before my endpoint assessment. First I head to the cafe to grab a cup of tea to fuel me through the day, and then I head to my class. I love going to college as I mix with a huge variety of people from other companies while I learn the vital project management techniques which are essential for me to do my job well. A quick check of my phone and I need to head into the office, so off I go. Here I am arriving at work, so this is the Pennon and South West Water main office in Exeter, so I'm just heading straight up to my desk. I'm just grabbing my headset before the meeting and it's just under my Southwest Apprenticeship Ambassador Network t-shirt. The network gives me opportunities to share my apprenticeship experiences at school talks and career events to help explain what being an apprentice is really like. I hop on a call with a contractor, then I check some emails and look at my college notes before heading to Sidmouth for a site visit in the afternoon. Here's Sidmouth in the beautiful golden hour light. One of my favourite parts of the job is travelling around the southwest and getting to see these amazing locations. Putting my college learning into practice in the workplace is an amazing way of building my skills and experience. After work, I head to the Exeter Otters wheelchair basketball first team training session. It's my favourite way to unwind after a busy day. I have a range of challenges in my life, like completing my studies alongside working, being a wheelchair user, and a mum to my wonderful daughter, but I can honestly say I love it all. And with the support I get from my family and friends, work and college, I can juggle all these things and overcome any challenge.
An incredibly inspiring story. No matter what barriers you face, an apprenticeship is for you. Whether you're a school leaver, an employee looking to upskill, or an employer looking to enhance their workforce. Right, we're almost done, but before we go, I want to turn back to my panel and I want to ask you, each of you, to sum up in one word your apprenticeship journey. Kasim, we'll start with you.
I'd say inspiring, yeah.
Brilliant. Tom?
Progressive.
Progressive, I like it, that's good. Ikra?
Rewarding.
Rewarding. Oh, Max?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. And sadly, that's it from us. But what an inspiring 30 minutes has been for me and hopefully for you. A big thank you to our panel, Ikra, Kasim, Max, Tom, and the incredible team at JCB for hosting us. If you've enjoyed the Big Assembly 2024, share your thoughts on social media using the hashtag BigAssembly. We'd love to hear from you. Keep an eye out on our website for Big Assembly extra content throughout National Apprenticeship Week, which is this week, so keep looking. And for career leaders and teachers, our Ask Ambassadors are here to support your school with free and impartial apprenticeship guidance. For any bookings, reach out to us at bookingsrequest@ask@workplace.co.uk. Now, finally, a special message from Secretary of State of Education, Gillian Keegan. I've been Taff Muchenja, and this has been a Big Assembly 2024. Thank you for joining, and see you next year. Brilliant. Well done, guys.
Hi, I'm Gillian Keegan, the Secretary of State for Education, and just like many of the people that you've heard from today, I started my career as an apprentice. I'm delighted to be a part of this year's Big Assembly to talk about why apprenticeships are a fantastic way for people of all ages to earn whilst they learn. My apprenticeship kick-started my 30-year career in international business, but it taught me so much more than just the technical skills. Working alongside people with real experience and strong personalities gave me the opportunity to develop the relationship building and leadership skills that I still use to this day. This country has a unique and world-leading apprenticeship system. Almost 70% of jobs are now available as apprenticeships. So whether your passion is in aerospace or advertising, fashion or finance, there's an apprenticeship for you. As an apprentice, you'll earn a salary whilst getting the skills and experience you need for the workplace. You'll also get the chance to complete a qualification relevant to your role. You can even do a degree apprenticeship where your employer will pay your tuition fees to complete either a degree or master's degree qualification. You'll have heard from many people today about the amazing opportunities that are available to help you start the career of your dreams. Just remember, everyone has their own journey, and what is right for one person may not work for another. My apprenticeship took me from a car factory in Kirby, just outside of Liverpool, all the way to the Houses of Parliament. Where will yours take you?